Welcome to ASA One-on-One. I'm Jim Hirt, Chief Executive Officer for the American Society of Appraisers. We're talking with ASA leaders and members from around the world. Today, we'd like to welcome Bob Morrison, ASA's Vice President of the Board of Governors. Well, welcome, Bob.
Thanks, Jim. Good to see you again.
Great to see you. I'd like to spend a little time talking about the financial opportunities and challenges of facing ASA members. So, reflecting on your own business, what do you see as some of the greatest financial challenges for ASA members?
I think a lot of the challenges, and this may be specific to BV, but may or may not affect the other disciplines, is the competition and the quality that's out there. We see a lot of practitioners in the marketplace who really aren't complying with standards they say they do, but they're not, and so they become loss leaders. So our product is starting to become viewed as a commodity of sorts, and it's very difficult to differentiate. And so I think our members need to focus on the fact that they are part of the ASA, and that's the differentiation, is that credential.
In the area of cybersecurity, companies are constantly being hacked into. What are you hearing about cybersecurity, and what should you or advice do you have for ASA members on protecting themselves?
The biggest problem I see with perhaps being exposed to a hack isn't necessarily your information, it's your client's information. That's confidential information, and if that information gets out there, you could become personally liable for damages that occur.
So what 2 or 3 tips would you offer ASA members who want to own their own business like you do, but leverage the consumer trends to the benefit of owning their own business?
One of the biggest areas, and this is a friend of mine who's also an ASA in my marketplace, he years ago worked with a gentleman who now lives out of state, but they had a great working relationship. This gentleman that lives out of state was a valuable contributor to the guy in Orlando, and so he worked for him off-site. So through technology, and I think we're seeing more and more of that, you have the ability to reach out and find expertise, find resources that don't necessarily have to be right around the block.
In your experience, how should ASA members, committee members, chairs interact with the board members of ASA?
This organization is a membership organization. All those other groups, the board, the executive committee, the discipline leadership, are there at the request and at the benefit of the members. And so it doesn't matter whether it's a phone call, an email, set up meetings, the more that the members reach out to the leadership, I think the better we will be at directing the ASA.
You've been a member of ASA for some time now. What can you share with the other members about the greatest benefit that you've gotten out of the association?
There are too many for the time we have here, but the ones that come to mind the most, there's 2 I want to speak of. One is that I've gotten to meet some incredible people around the world that do what we do, and that has been invaluable. And the other, quite specifically, is I've gotten to meet people in other disciplines, and that has helped me professionally when I have had assignments where I've needed an airplane appraised, a yacht appraised, a 1965 Firebird appraised. These other disciplines have really, it's been a benefit for me to be able to reach into those disciplines and have confidence that that person is qualified and will provide a good value.
So what advice would you give to ASA members who want to get more involved in the organization and perhaps even a leadership position in ASA?
Well, first, I encourage them to do so. Again, it's been incredibly rewarding for me. The way to do it would be through your discipline committee or perhaps through one of your regional governors. The ASA thrives on contributions from its members. And so by going through the discipline committee, going through a regional governor, you'll find opportunities to provide your services to the society.
Well, Bob, I want to thank you for your time today, and on behalf of all of ASA and the members of ASA, we want to thank you for all the efforts that you give to the society.
Well, it's worth it, Jim. Thank you.